Hello world! My name is Lauren and I'm on the DevRel team at Vonage, and you're watching my series, Lauren Learns Things on Vonage Devs. This series is one where I learn things from my colleagues and friends and share that experience live with you all on Twitch. So let's get started, and let me intro my guest. Where are you? Haha. This is Luke. He is a developer, educator at Vonage, which means he writes and films technical content on how to use our APIs in fun and innovative ways. He's in his second year at Vonage, is a big fan of Node.js, and champions the Jamstack platforms as well as open source communities. I personally am a big fan of his, and I'm lucky enough to get to work with him every day on the developer education team. Welcome, Luke, to the stream.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm great. Hello there, Sim Gazer. I am excited for today. What are we going to build, Luke?
We are going to give building a Slack bot a go, or at least the first part of a Slack bot. So we're going to create an application inside Slack, and then we're going to have it communicate out to an Express application where we can see the sort of information that comes back from a bot sitting in a channel to then decide what we might do with it.
Okay. And so what are use cases, or why do people build Slack bots in the first place? What tickled your fancy in the world of Slack bots? And why did you start playing around with this? Why are you developing an expertise in it, if you will?
So in our team, in the developer education team, we felt like we needed to streamline some workflows, some things that happen in the team every day. We make requests are made of the team, and we do a lot of things. We're inside a lot of apps, like Atlassian products, in and out of Slack all day. So it would be nice to be able to move more of those processes inside of Slack. So that's one of the things that you can use Slack bots for, is like improving processes and workflows. So you can have it partially automate moving statuses of tickets around a system just by a couple of words inside the channel.
Yeah. And so cool. So it's helped us on our team to automate a bunch of processes, and we'll continue, I think, to build out other ideas or like ideations of it as we play with it. But so far it's been working super well. So that's the question that we just got in the chat. What does the Slack bot do? Yeah, it helps you automate kind of processes that you do in Slack every day, day in, day out. So a lot of developer teams and companies at large use Slack as a communication platform. So it's kind of cool to add your own spin on it, if you will. All right, let's hop over to the browser then, because I'm at their API docs right now, Slacks, and in the apps area. Is that where I should start?
Yeah, you're in their docs, or are you in their dashboard?
You're right. Maybe I'm not in their docs. I think I'm in their dashboard.
Great.
Okay. I mean,
so,
where would you like me to be?
The first thing, on their dashboard. So you're logged in. You have a workspace to work from, and you're going to create an application for a workspace. So if you're logged into their dashboard in the apps page, let me just get there myself. Where it will say your apps, and it should list any other apps you've got there. I've got a few.
And I'm in a whole new workspace today, though. I created one today, everyone, called the Lauren Learns Things stream, or Lauren Learns Things group. Wait, what are they called? Slack?
Workspace.
You just said that like 7 times too, so you would think that I should have that in my brain, but I didn't, so that's okay. This is specific, apps in my workspace. I don't have any yet. It just says create an app. It's blank.
This should be specific to your user, I think, your user. So you can see from multiple workspaces.
Cool.
But
that's great.
That's fine.
That's great.
So there should be a big green button somewhere saying create new app. So the first step is to click on that button.
All right. What do we want? What type of bot should we make today?
You can name it what you want. I'm not going to give you any suggestions because naming things is like 90% of all the work we do in tech.
Okay, so the bot. Is it just a test bot today then?
Yeah, let's call it tester.
First bot. Cool. All right. And then development Slack, and I'm going to put it in to Lauren Learns Things.
Yes, that's right.
Great. Shall I create it?
Yep.
Created. If you are in the chat and joining us today, please let me know, have you built a Slack bot before? Are you also on a journey of building your first bot also today? Or if you have, what have you built? Okay, so I'm at the basic information page of my
That's
bot.
right. Okay, so on this page there is lots of things to do. I tend to come back to this page a lot for like setup and configuration because it has so many like prompts to add more, do more, and it takes you to like some sub pages of feature menu on the left hand side.
Okay.
So further down, and I won't recommend like scrolling down just yet. There is some like keys and things like that. But then right at the bottom, it's got how you customize your app, how it's displayed to other users. So you can set the app avatar, the description. I think there's a background color for its profile page as well. So you can do some cool stuff down there, but we don't need to worry about any of that.
Okay. And I will try my best to make this the first stream ever where I do not show secrets of any kind. So that's I'm putting a premonition out into the world, or like I'm declaring it now that is my goal for today. And it'll be a smash success if we don't. So Greg loves playing with Slack and Discord bots. That's what Luke and I were just chatting about offline, that's going to be our next one.
Yeah, I want to make a Discord bot.
We'll do a two-parter where we build that next. And compare and contrast, and then write a cool tutorial on, or like, you're always laughing about buzz clickbaity article titles. That would be a good one.
Yeah, 5 things you can do in Slack and 5 things you can't. Like voice conversations.
Yeah. 5 things you can and 3 things you can't in each. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. I think your subs have some interesting conversations of what you're saying. Oh, my subtitles. Yes, they do. They are not perfect, but better than nothing. And maybe that's a reminder that I should be better at diction. But I'm excited. They're a new feature in the stream today, and now I'm going to be really thoughtful about how I speak in the manner in which I do so. But yes, I'm really happy and pleased to get them going in there. The live caption, the audio is working great. I had a full meltdown this morning trying to rework my audio in OBS, and I really was committed to getting the captions going, but at one point I was, tears were had over, audio is just a funny game in the world of live streaming, but OBS gods were in favor today. So glad things are working out. Thanks to everyone for giving the feedback. Okay, so what part of in the dashboard would you like me to navigate to next?
So I believe you're almost there. So you just scroll down a little bit and you'll see under add features and functionality.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to click on event subscription.
I see it. I clicked it. All right.
Correct.
I guess the only option there is to enable it.
Yeah, so this is basically going to turn on the configuration panel for enabling events. So once you've clicked on that, then it will ask you for a request URL.
Okay.
And this is something we don't have yet. So this is where we get to build some code.
Cool. Pop over to the code then, I suppose. Good. like headers in a tutorial. I'm imagining that's where one goes if you were a verbal tutorial. Signposting me to move on to the next step.
So the next bit then is going to be creating your Express application, which we've done, right?
Yes. So everyone, what I have in my code editor, I'm going to pop in to our chat because I just grabbed the code from, this is an Express hello world code. And yeah, so it's really boilerplate stuff that we've gone through multiple times on this stream before if you've joined us in streams prior. And we get it all set up and going up onto port 3000. So that's that on that.
Excellent. So if you run that and expose it with ngrok.
Okay, yeah, let's get our ngrok going. And do you want to explain for those who are new what ngrok does? I always like to ask my guests to give their version of ngrok, and one day I'm going to splice everyone's different versions together and have it together.
I'm going to quickly open their webpage and
okay, fine. I like everyone's.
More time programming.
What was I named mine today? Oh, Slack.
So they will provide you an external URL that allows you to share your local host applications with other people.
Okay, so that's the verbatim from. You just grabbed that from their website. Okay, so I have that, but do you want? I was going to say, wow, impressive, but we haven't. We need to still add what we want it to be, right? What are we going to? I'm just going to keep it there on the browser. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to keep it there so that I don't lose the ngrok running. And then, I'm listening.
If you run the server, and then we'll get the ngrok URL and we'll put it in the Slack control panel.
Okay, yeah. Server. Okay, so we're open. And that probably went to a different page. Ooh, where did that go? Don't know. Localhost. Let's pop everyone so they can see the browser. There's not going to be anything, but let's just put a proof of concept. Hello, world. There she is. She's working. And what did you say before about? I completely forgot.
So we're going to take the ngrok URL. Now the server's running, and you're going to put it in Slack. And it's going to give you an error, but it's an error we're expecting. So it's going to be...
Okay. As in, put it into the URL part? Yeah, I did that. It says the URL doesn't respond with the value of the challenge parameter. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, so then at the end of the URL, do //////// events.
Wait, that's fun. ///// Okay, // it's not as fun as I thought. But when you were saying it, it sounded kind of fun. Okay, events, you said?
Captions are having great fun with that.
Slack. Black. Serious black. Okay, anyway.
Great. So it will tell you the URL didn't respond with the value of the challenge parameter, right? So
yes, it still says that, but should I retry it? Oh no, it's still giving me.
No. Now we get to edit the Express application. So it uses a signing key effectively, so it can verify any messages in your application that are coming from your Slack.
Okay. So where do I go for that?
Okay.
No, I don't. Okay, I think it might, but maybe I might be 2 secs behind. I got distracted by the chat, as I always do. But that's okay.
We've entered the URL. We know the URL error because we've not yet configured our Express application.
Yeah.
So we're going to change that from being an error to a success by modifying the Express application. So do you have the URL for the SDK? Did I send it to you? Would you like me to share it?
Why don't you pop it into the Slack or chat?
Chat.
Chat.
Which chat?
Well, the chat with the world for our friends who are following along. I mean, hopefully someone's following along with us, or they are in the recorded YouTube version of this. Hello in the future. You know, then they can see it. Okay, so that is the SDK. I have it open on my browser also for y'all to see. And yeah, we are going to take some of this and to put it in our code.
Yeah. So the first command that you see, the first thing you see is a command. We don't need to worry about that in this implementation.
Yeah, that was up here.
That's right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of code. So all the way up to
errors. You want the errors, right? But essentially you want everything there, but not the starting a server. Oh yeah, because we have a server. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pop
SDK
that over. Oh yeah, keep talking. I'm going to just do this while you're talking.
Yeah. Their SDK self-serving, which is really cool. It allows you to just listen using their stuff. So we're going to need to npm install Slack Events API.
Npm install Slack Events. How is it written?
It's at Slack/events API.
Ooh, events. Wait. API.
Yeah.
Whew, okay. Y'all, I am super dyslexic and it stresses me out to have to type or hear and type. Yeah, but that looks like it's fine. You can see my code editor, right? On our live server or live share. Yeah, live share. Cool. Yvonne, hello, hi. No, you didn't miss much at all. We just began the code. I have been saying the word /slack// Sirius Black multiple times today. That's really all you've missed. No, and we also went into the Slack dashboard and hit create a bot. We did do that, right? And now we're just modifying it, giving it an event URL. Okay, so we just installed that. Up in the code, let's see. So I just copied the const, everything that I'm pulling, the require statements. And I have 2 ports. Shouldn't I get rid of that? Right? That seems wrong. Like 6 and 3?
Oh yeah. Get rid of one of them.
That seems wrong.
It doesn't matter.
It's okay. And then, but we're pulling these 2. Oh, I could have realized that this was it right there. I didn't need to be nervous. I could have just grabbed it. Okay, and so then once we pull that in, we have 2 different Slack events.on, and so message, it's going to console log something. Is that what it's going to do? Is that it?
Yeah. So we're going to send a message into the log every time the bot sees a message, just generally in the channel. So it's not part of the conversation. It's just kind of watching the channel.
Lurking.
It's just lurking in the channel. Yeah. And then it's sending information out. So you could do several things with that. You could just check for bad words. You could respond to specific commands.
Okay.
You could do all sorts of things.
Okay.
So it won't work.
Yvonne just asked a question in the channel, so I want to make sure we address that. The coupon code that is right here, that is for, oh no, I have to sneeze. Oh shoot, oh my gosh. No, I'm okay. It is for, it is for 10 euros, redeemable on our API. So if you head to, maybe someone in the channel can send the link to redeem a coupon. But yeah, that is this month's coupon code to start playing and building and play around with our APIs. Okay, back to you, Luke.
Great. So the code we've got so far, it's not going to work yet because we've not actually included the events inside our Express application. But if you scroll down a little bit from the first code example, the very next code block, there is an example of how to attach the event adapter to the Express application as middleware.
Oh, amazing. Oh, my dog is barking really loudly. Great. Let's see if she calms down. I'll resolve it if she doesn't. But okay, so the initialize the Express app, have we not done that? Oh, we have. We have that up at the top.
We have, but
okay, so
in our hello world,
we just need that one then. So back to the code. App.use. Do we have that anywhere else? No. What's going on with my dog? Why is she barking so much? I wish dogs could talk to me. Okay. Okay, so that is added up to the top, right underneath all of our require statements. And so Slack. That's the URL that we created over in, if we go to the browser right here, that should look familiar to everyone. It does. And that's the ngrok, that's the tunnel we've created. Is there anything else that we need over from the SDK?
No, I think that's everything for the moment. It's still not going to work though, because we've not gone and grabbed our Slack signing secret yet.
Ooh,
so
fun.
That's the bit you need to hide your screen for, so you don't show everyone.
Okay, well, I'll show you all the code just for a moment, so that I'll know that what I'm doing right now is grabbing my secret. So where do I find that?
Okay, so the secret is on your basic information page.
Okay,
Slack
and
dashboard.
I just want to show everyone really quickly the browser. It's not letting me save the changes. Am I assuming that just maybe it's already auto-saved or something like that?
I don't think it will let you save an invalid URL.
Oh, okay. So we'll just come back to that.
Slight oversight. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You need to enter it again.
I see. Okay. So let's see. So we have basic information, and y'all can't see that. And if I scroll all the way down, I see an ID and a secret. Oh, and the secret's hidden, so I can show everyone what that looks like, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, just for your own curiosities, I don't know. If I were following along, I would want to double check that this was at the same place that I was. But okay, so what do you need me to grab from here?
So you need to grab your signing secret. To do so, you need to show it. And
all right,
then...
now I'll put that away. Okay. All right, now I'm grabbing. I've copied it.
Yep. And
now what?
Great. So you're going to run that. Yes, you're going to run it. So you're going to use it in your terminal.
Okay.
Before your node command. So what I tend to do is type something like this, my secret, and then node like that.
Okay. 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 I need a place to copy and paste that. Oh wait, I could just, wow, my dog is really going wild. That's tough. Okay. So we go Slack _ signing _ You know what might be happening is I'm getting a couch delivered today. That could totally be what's it right now. That could, all right. That would make for an exciting stream. Hope that isn't what's happening. Okay, and then I run node server JS.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing, y'all. And I can pop over to I can clear my terminal, and it's still running, I promise, and that's what's happening in my, it's running right now down here. Okay, so if I go back to Slack dashboard, would it work now? I'm so
Yes. So
Okay.
now you'll go back to your event subscriptions features.
Yeah.
So on the features menu on the left, click on event subscriptions,
Oh wait,
which is
y'all
where we
aren't
got to
watching me
earlier
do
on.
this. Yeah, of course. And then I hit on, and then I have to grab from ngrok. I forget what my URL is. I should remember that because I purposely used the ngrok, the paid for ngrok version today, so that I could have an easy URL, and then /events. Black. It really doesn't know the word Slack. Well, it does if I say Slack. No,
Slack.
say Slack. Okay, so now it still doesn't seem like a proper link.
Have you got a space at the beginning?
I hope so. Yes, I do. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Verified. Cool. All right.
Verified. Great. So that means we can now, you can save that page, importantly, but also it means we can subscribe to events.
Is that odd? Like it's not clickable.
It may have already done it because it verified it.
Okay, let's just go away for a second and then see if it comes back. I'll walk away, add features, functionality, event subscriptions. See? How odd is that? See, it verifies it and then I still don't get a save.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's add some stuff and then maybe it'll let us save it.
Okay, sure.
So from here, subscribe to bot events is what you want to click on.
Yep, add a bot event. User event. Yeah.
And underneath, so click on add.
Mentions red or, there's lots.
There are many, yeah. And each one of them has different, like, OAuth 2 scopes attached to them. So what this is doing is it's helping you determine what scopes you require to access income. No, it's the wrong way around. It's paired, like the event that you register to, you don't have access to that event until you sign up for the event, and then Slack will generate the right scopes for your access.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes,
neat. Okay, so which one should we choose today? Like, member joins
so you want
channel?
message.channels.
I'm gonna. Does it work this way? Message dot. Oh, because I didn't finish typing message. That's why. Message dot channels. Okay. All right.
And you see that comes under.
Oh, and I can now save it because maybe you needed that. Okay. Cool.
So you see it give you the required scope of channels history. So that is actually an OAuth scope for the key that it will later generate if you want to send messages back in as well.
Okay. I'm just going to let you talk for a moment and just invite my dog into the space. Maybe she'll stop barking. I'm not sure if it's been bothering all of you, but it's giving me high anxiety.
So a couple of the things you could do from here is...
Okay. Here we go.
Is send messages back in. So there's other scopes that you can use.
Cool. Oh, and so if I wanted to add more here.
Yeah. So you can register to lots of events from here, but it will add scopes for permissions to do other things.
Hey, come here. Do you want to say hi to the stream? Hop up. Come here. Say hi to Luke. Hey, buddy. Okay. Great. All right, we can do that. So what now? What's next? Come all the way up?
So next is, now you can save that.
Okay.
We are running. We've verified the URL. The next thing to do is actually to invite to install your app to the workspace.
I love installing an app to the workspace. Okay, now I have to, oh wow. Yep, that's what's happened. Is everything okay? Okay, wow. Some real chaos was happening today. Live from Vonage Devs. You get to see the fun of this. Okay, so what I forget what you said.
So,
I'm sorry.
so now you need to install it.
Oh.
Now you need to install it. So all you've done is you configured a Slack application that has some bot features. So now you install it to your workspace.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you invite the app into the channel.
Fancy. All right, so now I'm in my Lauren Learns Things workspace.
Not yet.
Oh,
On the Slack dashboard,
yeah.
on the settings on the left-hand side, click on Install App.
Oh, I see it.
Settings.
Oh,
and that
sure.
should keep.
This is so like you. I don't know. It's just nice. Oh, and it gives me first bot. Do I want to see? Yeah, I want a first bot to view. Okay.
Yeah. So every time you change the scopes, you need to reinstall
Really?
the application back to the workspace, and then it will confirm that you are allowing that bot, that application, access to that information. Just as if you're like integrating a third-party app with your Facebook profile, and you get a very similar sort of notification that you're letting it see your friends, your family, your messages, your life, and things like that.
Yeah, no, that's really nice actually. Let's see. I guess that's not we're getting spam in our chat, but whatever. Okay, so do I copy this? The sauce token?
We don't need that. We don't need that. So that would be that would be if we wanted to send information back into Slack.
Oh,
we would
right,
add
that's the
scope.
part 2 of all this, yeah.
We would add the scopes, but we don't need that right now.
Okay.
All we need is the Slack signing secret, which you're already using in your terminal.
Yep,
So that's all running. So it's installed on the workspace. So now you can go into your Slack workspace.
Nice.
And pick a channel.
Okay. Well, let's just be in general because that's where you and I both are.
Sure.
We're the only
and
two
then
people
at the top of general, you'll
add
see a little add an app. Yeah. So click on there, and hopefully,
oh my gosh, it is there. She's there. Fantastic. The first bot is there. Okay. Oh my gosh, fantastic. So it says first bot was added to general. Okay, awesome. So we could add it to a bunch of other ones if we wanted. Okay, yeah, I see. Cool.
Now we can send some messages. So I can message. I forgot that I can message. Hello.
Oh wait. Let me go to the code. Okay, so he says hello, I'm there, and then look in the console we have. So this is, let's look at what our console was going to be. The event user, and that is your user ID, and that's the channel ID, and then what is this? And it's telling us in what channel. It says text. Okay, very cool. Wow, so this is a great way to like watch all of it. Really, what's happening.
Yeah, and you'll see every message in here, whether it's like a hidden message, as long as it's a message that's for your scope effectively, your user, or however you've configured the bot, you'll see it in your terminal now.
Wow, awesome. So, okay, I see what you're saying. So let's go back over to the browser. Can I, in a DM, can you add an app?
I think in a DM with the bot, which you can do, you could then respond to messages. So you can have Slackbot reply to you in a direct message.
Okay, cool.
Not Slackbot, but your app. Then there are different types of applications and scopes as well. So on event subscriptions, you can have it. Second, let me just check the terminology. So you can subscribe to events on behalf of users. So a message was posted in a direct message channel is one of the events that you can subscribe to. So it's a different type of event.
So if we were here, oh shoot, I don't remember where we were. That was at home.
Event subscriptions.
Oh yeah, event subscriptions. Okay, and that's where we would add more, like yeah.
So you have
to listen to. Right now it's
workspace
just
events,
message.
and
Okay,
then
yeah.
so we have workspace events, which are things that happen generally on the workspace, and you can imagine that these actually they're a lot higher in volume. So you'd need to consider like the volume of requests. So if you were to register, subscribe to an inbound message event for your generic workspace, then every single message in every single channel is going to hit your application. Whereas bot events, they register for those events that the bot has access to. So every event won't go to the bot, but every event in a channel where the bot is a member of the channel, then he will see those. They will see those events.
Wow, it's pretty powerful. It's really interesting. I can see why you're excited by this stuff.
And it's really verbose as well. So you can go into add bot user event and use a member joined channel is kind of a cool one that we used in one of our bots internally. So when someone joins a channel, we want to be able to assist them in the best way to use the channel with like where they might find information that has already been asked and answered. And because Slack isn't always the best tool for that sort of thing. So member join channel, you can send what they call an ephemeral message only that user can see in that channel. As like a welcome message, and that's something we built recently, and that welcome message shares like useful information just about
that. Yeah. Okay. So I added a new one and it asked me to reinstall it, and I did. Do I have to do anything about back in the actual like Slack interface? Do I need to do anything to update it?
No. Okay. So once when you reinstall the app, you're effectively telling the workspace that the app has a new. I believe it gives it the token that you saw. So your client for that app has a new token to hit the API. I believe is how it works. Okay. But I'm speculating because I can't see how the client's built.
Yeah.
we can take that token and we can do things as the bot externally later on, like send messages in. So I imagine that's why that token is shown to you at that point on event subscription.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so it's still working, and yeah, it shows that it's in a different channel. Okay, cool. That is awesome, actually. So now it has that member joins a group. If someone joined our Slack group and then joined a channel, we would be notified from it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So will you try and join the live on Twitch one, that channel, or that? Yeah, and we'll see what that one. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. And then can I send the Slack to folks that are watching the stream, and we can see what that looks like too?
So I've left the live channel.
Oh, I thought we're not on the live on Twitch one yet. I thought.
I was already in there, yeah. So now if I
I thought you were in the general. Okay, yeah, there you are. Now I see you joined. That's what you joined it.
So, did you add a new event in your dashboard then for member joined channel?
Yeah, while you were telling me about it, I added it.
Great. So we haven't got a listener for that event, and that's where the code changes need to be done.
So that needs to happen right, like underneath the Slack events on a Slack event. What would it be? Slack events on channel join.
I think it's member _ joined _ channel.
Oh yeah.
I believe
_join.
I do have this somewhere. I'm just quickly.
I know. I guess I'm kind of like quickly trying to ask you to add. I'm scope creeping you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And I guess we'll just log it for now too. Console.log. So this is weird. I guess I really just want to see like, no, it's backtext. It'll be member, new member, joined, new member, and it'll be event, what is it? We call it event.user. Yeah, right. User joined, and then it'll be maybe event.channel. I mean,
I think that's right.
Hoping that is what it is called. Okay, so you've already joined that channel. So should we share out our Slack channel and ask someone else to test it for us? Do you want to do that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so how, I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, invite people to learn things. That seems simple enough. I want a just a
share invite link.
Share invite link, Lauren. Share invite link. Do you all see it? Add more, add many default channels.
At the bottom.
What? At the bottom. Oh, I just had to scroll down. I'm so
scroll down.
Okay, so let's see, let's pop to the channel. Let's say this is the Slack channel invite here if anyone wants to join us. And it looks like it's set for, it's gonna get you automatically involved in the 3, but let's make another channel. This is called, questions for guests, and everyone who comes on the show has to answer these channel questions. Oh, wait, I thought I just named it. Where did it go? Let it go. Oh, I didn't. I just was searching for it. Questions.
Oh, it's a search box.
for guests.
Feature suggestion for Slack.
Must answer these. Yeah, and it's not private because I want everybody to join. Okay. I don't want to add everyone. I don't want to. I want to let it be an optional one. Skip from now. Okay. All right. Cool. I mean, I hope. So we have people on the chat. Will you please join? Let's look over at the code to see. Do I need to start up my server again? Maybe? Because I added this Slack event listener?
Yes, you will need to restart it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Because what if maybe people have and... Oh, I have to go away from my... in my...
You do. Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Ooh, didn't share a secret. Do. All right, back to the code. All right. We, so far, it's just you and me still. Man, we should have, this is when it comes in handy to have, what's the word for when a teacher plants a person in the audience to ask questions? Go join.
I'm sure we have some.
A mole. Is that what it's called? A mole to join. That really might not be the
And they're called a plant, aren't they?
A plant. Oh, okay. So I used the word in description when trying to think of what my word was. Cool. Well, I guess it does kind of sometimes take a while to join Slack because you have to do a lot of like user auth stuff, don't you?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Right.
So we're just hoping that someone's going through the process.
Yeah, we're asking a lot. But I like your profile picture in your Slack.
I forgot that was there, to be honest.
It's nice.
Hopefully he's sleeping in the next room right now. I've not heard anything.
When Luke joined the call tonight, he was telling me that in the next door room, Teddy was getting a book being read to him, bedtime story, and I was like very nervous that we were gonna exclaim too loudly or something to wake him up, but I think it sounds like he's been put to sleep. So that's good. Okay, well, I guess we might not have anything happening, but that's okay. Thanks, those of you. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I guess you could join. Will you join questions for guests just so that we can see in the terminal that it's still working?
I just got a message.
You did?
I got a message from someone in our developer community asking for the join Slack URL.
Oh, sweet. Oh, hey, okay. New member. Fabulous. Okay, look in the, we have Aaron Bassett here. Very cool. That is amazing. And then if we look back over in the code, we have, so they automatically, you get joined to the channel. Very cool. And if we look over in the channel, yeah, we see it. Okay. Wow, that is incredible. So then now is just like the time that you get to decide what you're watching, right? Like, and pay attention to what you're... Yeah. Hey folks, hi. Okay, I didn't see that one. Oh, because we didn't ever add this as an app. Because it's a new channel. Okay, shh. Hi, welcome. Okay, cool. This is amazing. So now the question is, do wave. Yes, there it is. There she is. Oh, and it was undefined too. Cool. That's awesome. This is very neat. So then we have, oh, another joiner. This is fantastic. This is working. Question though, hey, welcome Seema. Happy to have you here. Thanks for participating in the moment building that we're doing here. But so Luke, we so far like are receiving stuff and we're reading. That's kind of what this is logging here, right? Like in a great way, we can see when someone joins, we can see when we have a message. And of course you said you can, when a new person joins, you can have a bunch of actions then. What's the next part of our journey? And I don't know that we're necessarily going to go on that today, you and I, but what if I wanted the bot to talk back to me?
Yeah.
Or engage in something?
So we would, Slack has another part of their SDK. They've got a few parts of their SDK actually. But the bit that you will need for that is the web API SDK, which allows you, it exposes tons of functionality, like requesting information about a channel, requesting the tags of a channel, but also sending messages in and sending different types of messages in, as well as sending message blocks, which is a whole another world as well of functionality they built with their block builder. So you can craft messages that have interactive buttons in and drop downs. You can even craft dialog boxes which pop up. So it's like it's almost becoming like an application architecture now, more than it is a chat workspace. So you can have interactive forms that have multiple parts where you accept and it pops up the next part of the form.
Wow.
And would collect all that information in an application that runs in the background. So if you think about an old creaky bit of software that you have to keep going to and from different tabs all the time to enter information and move stuff around, you can grab all of that and leave it in Slack, where you probably spend 30-40% of your day anyway when you're not coding. At least I do. I try not to, but I do. So you can move a lot of your processes and functionality into these things. So you would use the web API SDK to send the messages in. And then there's an interactive messages SDK on how to capture interactions, so someone clicking a button or submitting the form.
Okay.
And then they have a webhook SDK, which sends notifications in, or No, you use it to accept their webhooks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's more to explore on this SD. So I'm going to include this SDK into the chat in case anyone. I'm really curious if this has spurred up any ideas for those of you who are watching. Maybe what you might want to build, or what you could create with this SDK, and with kind of just like what type of bots you might be brainstorming now. Because I think that there's, as we said earlier, it's been super helpful for our team to streamline some processes, especially as you mentioned, the one for new joiners, to make sure that we give them kind of like the full experience of what channels to join, what things to get involved in, what things they need to get done on day dot. That's really, really helpful. You also have the guys bot that is incredibly important.
Inclusive language.
Tell me about the guys bot. What's that one do?
Yeah, so that it looks for the word guys in people's sentences in any channel it's in, and then it responds with an ephemeral message. So it just sends them like a message that effectively nudges them politely to maybe not use guys to refer to a group of people. Because some people feel differently than others about that. Some people might take offense even. So we try not to do that in our team, especially. Whereas other teams feel like there's less necessity. So one of these bots, which can be added to a channel rather than like a workspace level rule, works better for us than maybe another implementation would. Like you see a lot of workspaces these days, they actually set up autoresponders using Slackbot. So that's the equivalent of like a workspace level event listener that automatically responds to any sort of like match on the word guys.
Okay,
but unfortunately, it's a public message direct to the user. That can be quite like a hammer around the head in a situation which is no one means to offend anyone these days when they use that in general language. So. Well, exactly. So, a private
or like a message that only I can then see to help me correct my language is a really thoughtful thing to do. And so, let's see. So we cannot do that yet because we haven't set up that other side of it, right? Like we can't, if someone types in cat into it, we can't send back like a random image of a cat, right? We're not there yet.
We're not far off, but it's probably a little bit more than what we have time for.
Well, will you hop on next another time so that we can do that? Because I think that's like it feels like the right next step. Okay, cool. Would you all? I hope that's interesting to you because I kind of just committed another week of learning to that. Not next week because next week Greg is going on from our team also is going to join and teach me about the demo that he's recently created. I'm super excited. And so we're actually that's going to be a 2-parter also, so it'll have to be in 3 weeks. But I really do want to follow up on this and kind of engage in that second part of it. But it's cool that we now have the part 1, if you will, done.
Yeah, and the next bit is just as straightforward as this was to put together. You can make this really complex and really complicated.
Very cool.
But,
okay.
In small little pieces. Hopefully it'll be straightforward enough to follow.
I feel like that was pretty consumable. I mean, I don't know what do you all think in the chat? I feel like we let's see, we have 2 event listeners. Oh no, 3. Oh, one of them's an error log. I mean you did a great job though, but you're a good educator. And so you're good at this, helping kind of make sense of this and walk through that process to feel like consumable and clear. So as always, thank you for doing that and being so good at the job you do.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, cool. So there's so much in the Slack message API. Would be great to explore it more. You could say he's a pro at it. I would say that he is a professional educator. I would agree. Professional
Sometimes
developer
paid for it.
educator. Yes, sometimes paid to be so. Yeah. No, and then what do we have up on Vonage Devs this week? We have the low code hour tomorrow on Wednesday, and then on Friday we have the late night build, which is our game show new series that is hosted by Michael Jolly, and 4 p.m. Eastern time, but much later in your time, Luke. And what is it at 9? Wait, 4? Yep. You're 5 hours ahead?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And what? They have musical guest and a guest and a hackathon where you can win real prizes. Last week someone won a Switch, a Nintendo Switch. So yeah, a lot of fun things happening on the Vonage Dev channel. So please be sure to give us a follow and a hello, and thanks for joining us today. And I'm done being a sales pitch person. I'm really sorry. That's super annoying of me. But I do appreciate you all being here today and watching and going on this journey with me as we build Slack bots. And thank you especially to, let me give just full face of you, Luke. Thank you so much today for being here.
No, you're welcome. I really enjoyed being on it. So,
yeah.
Great.
Okay, great.
Look
Well,
forward to
yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you again, everyone. And that's all for today. I will see you all in a week from now. And in the meantime, be sure to join our community Slack. Shoot, I don't have a link to that. But that would be a really fun thing for y'all to continue this conversation. And in fact, join our Lauren Learns Things Slack, because now we can hang out there and chat and be friends all the time too. That could be super fun. But yeah, so for now, yes, I knew someone would. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate you. That is the link to, wait, why can't I ever remember where to point? Thank you, Noreen, for being here, joining, and watching. But yeah, have happy Tuesday, everyone, and good evening, good night time to you, Luke.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So long, everybody. Let's go to standby. No, we should go off, and I need to stop talking. Your mic is hot also, by the way. Let's turn that off. Just pretzel. Ooh, yeah, you're so...